Okay, hi again, students. So, welcome to the second part of the class, which is identifying the supporting details. Actually, many ways for us to develop a paragraph. And for this section, we'll go through each paragraph of the essay one by one. Um, and we'll see how the author developed his or her idea. Um, this section is not just useful for reading, but it's also very useful for your writing paper because you'll be able to see the ways for us to develop our ideas. All right, let's go to the first paragraph. So after explaining this first paragraph, you answer a few questions before we move on to the second one. All right, hope that's fine. All right, now analyzing supporting details. All right, okay, now let's look at the first paragraph together. All right, the first paragraph is move it. Okay, so I have highlighted a sentence there, no, two sentences actually. Um, sorry, that one was the second slide. Okay, this is actually the first slide. All right, let's look at the sentence highlighted in red. Being physically active improves blood flow to your brain even when you're resting. So what is the author doing here? The author is actually explaining the main idea, right? Because the main idea is for us to do some physical activities to boost our brain, the sharpness of our mind or our brain. So in the second sentence, the author explains why it's important for us to walk on a regular basis because the blood flows to our blood flows to our brain, right? Okay, so this is the first technique to elaborate, where you explain how it works. You explain how the main idea works. All right, now let's look at the second paragraph, the second part. Okay, this part. People sometimes think that their bodies need physical training and their brain needs mental training, but your brain is just like the rest of your body. It needs regular physical activity to be healthy. So what is the author doing here? The author is elaborating. Sorry. So elaborating the paragraph, the main idea using a common misconception. So people always think that, oh, your body needs physical training and your brain needs mental training. But actually, no, your brain is part of your body. So the author is presenting a common misconception and the rebuttal at the same time. All right, so that is a way for us to develop a paragraph. Okay, now let's look at the third part. The third part is the examples, but please be careful because puzzles and crosswords are not the examples of activity that the author actually suggests you to do. This is actually addressing the common misconception just now, because puzzles and crosswords are actually mind mental training, right? Because you use your mind to do it. So the author is saying, no, that is not as the examples of what the physical activities that is being suggested. Instead, the author is saying that there are actually other you should prioritize physical activities over these activities. So please be careful when you're reading. Because some people will be confused just because there's a puzzles and crosswords are being mentioned. It doesn't mean that the author is suggesting them. The examples could be something that the author does not suggest, right? Okay, so and look at the last sentence of the paragraph. It is actually an advice. So it's not the author did not actually say does not say that it's wrong or it's bad to do puzzles or crossword, but the author is saying that you can use it as a reward for you after you go on a walk or doing a physical activity. So a walk, swimming, and then working in the garden are actually the examples of what the author examples of physical activities suggested by the author. All right, so now could you please answer the quiz after this video, and then we'll proceed to the next paragraph. Sorry, next example. Thank you.